Hi guys, I'm back. On this one, I want to talk about how to survive as a woman in the 21st century. Women are one of the most powerful people on earth, and they possess a lot of skills and talents that make them stand out in the marketplace. Because I know that there are many jobs out there and they are men orientated, but in the 21st century, it's becoming, it's bridging to a point where women also have a strong force in the marketplace. But that's not where I'm going to. Where I'm going to is as a woman, you have to set up your life in such a way that in your teens, you have a lot of time to experiment. In your 20s, you know, you're getting to where you begin to reason about your family and your husband. And, when you get into your 30s, you must have had, few children, and you get to that point where you have to set up a business to support your husband or your family. Or if you're not married yet, you're preparing yourself for the next level. I see a lot of women just sitting down and hoping that some man will just come and marry them and put them in a house and stuff like that. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I like an independent woman. I like a woman who takes the initiative to create business, to make things happen. The Proverbs tell one woman is more of a woman who goes out there and buys a field, and her children appreciate her and her husband appreciates her. Some women have the mentality that the man is going to do everything. He's going to pay the house rent, he's going to pay the bills, and your job is just to sit down and make children. Well, if that's your mentality, good. But for me, what I'm talking about is, as a woman, what can you do to support yourself in case maybe your husband loses his job, or your boyfriend is not well to do, or you're in a situation where you don't have a job or you don't have anything doing, or you're looking for a job, you've been applying to several places and nothing is forthcoming. So what I would advise you is number one, have a skill. Have a skill, I would say to anybody, have a skill, so that tomorrow, if anything fails, you still have that skill. Number one skill that I would like to tell you about is hairdressing. So hairdressing is like something that everybody makes their hair, especially women. Weave on, attachments, and the rest of them. So if you can make hair, either make it or weave it, and like 30, 40, 20, I want on one go. Some people charge as low as 3, 4, 5, but I know people that charge up to 30 because they're really good. So on my last post, I was trying to initiate like a business idea for people, and I was talking about how you can start as an apprentice. You can go to a nearby salon and say, hey, look, madam, I want to work for you, and you might not want to pay me, but I just want to work and learn. So between 3 to 6 months, you're learning and you're perfecting it. So within that, you can be practicing with your friends. You can do some for free, you can do some paid, just see. But once you get good, that's something with hair making. Once you start getting good, people will start calling you from left, right, center. Some people, chatted me up and say, oh, well, that's what I do already, but I'm not getting clients, or I'm not charging my friends. Come on, if you're not charging your friends for your service, you're doing free service and you're not getting any benefit for it. So hair making is my number one for women. You have to know how to make hair. Another one is sewing. Sewing requires, some machinery or something like that, but if you know how to do tailoring very well, you will be good in the marketplace, because there's always people that need clothes. There are always weddings happening every week. There are things that you can just sew, and people, different things, uniforms, wedding attires, and Ashebi and the rest of them. So yeah, I know, a tailor that makes mad money just sewing clothes. He's not really expensive, but he's always booked. And you want to get to that point where you're always booked, like, left, they're calling you, right, they're calling you. That's how you know that you're good, because people will always go to other people and tell people about you. So have a client base where people will say, okay, Even one family, you can charge like a family of 5, 2 to 5,000 each per hair. That's a lot of money. Instead of waiting for somebody somewhere that wants to have sex with you, or just have a fling with you or something like that because you don't have money. So women, we need to empower. You need to empower yourselves. You need to create skills that makes you stand out. And one of the last ones I would like to talk about is face beating. I talked about it before. Face beating is something with makeup. So makeup, I know people that make crazy money making up. So you might want to look into that, and all these things. So as time goes on, I want you to build like a portfolio of things that you can do. If you can even do the 3, I'm not sure you're gonna have time if you're really, really good at one. So I always advocate for you to go somewhere, tell them you want to learn. Some people say, it's not possible. Look, it's your mindset. When you put your mind, if you go to 20 salons, and you say you want to learn, and all the 20 salons say they're not going to accept you, then you need to go to your village people and ask them what they have done for you, or what they're doing to you. Because I know a lot of people that have started as an apprentice. Number one, you start as an apprentice, they don't get paid for it, they just go there free. Then the owner of the shop pays them transportation. Maybe it's 3 months, people quit and everything, and they now hire them permanently to do the work. And after a while, they start building their client base. Then after a while, they start, think about setting up their own business. Then after a while, with their customers' resources and, telling them flyers and everything, they now open their own shop. You want to get to that point where you open your shop and you have people working for you. Then you now become a madam. You can now add other things like shoes along the side. I know a woman that opened a shop recently. She has shoe on the side, she has hairs on the side. So she sells a lot of things. But you need to start with a business, a prime business. Look, in my next video, I'll talk about identifying a prime business and just a passive business. Some people are using their passive business as their prime business. You cannot have something that, does not bring you that much, and something that will bring you that much. Maybe some people tell me, hair making is not my passion. Prostitution is not a passion, but people do it because they want the money. So because you want the money, go into it, make the money, build it to a point where even if you're not there, people can be making hair in your shop while you go and focus on your passion. Or if it's your passion, better, you work hard and you build it. I know with all that I've said, you've grabbed 1 or 2 things. Don't just sit at home. Don't be looking for a job. Try and learn a skill. Hair making. There's so many of them, but the 3 I talk about is hair making. What's the second one? Yeah, face beating, which is the last one. And what's the other one I talk about? Sewing. So if you can have these 3 skills and work on it and perfect it, you're going to be good in 2021 and 2022 and beyond. So I know that you're going to make it. You're the next millionaire in your family. Everybody's going to be talking about you. By this time next year, I prophesy to you that you're going to be greater, you're going to be bigger, you're going to be stronger, you're going to be more financially stable than you are right now. And God will bless you in Jesus' name. See you in my next video.